This is Matt Garrett. I'm just doing a little video on, this is rarely you find a JBL Paragon that comes with everything inside of the information inside that's attached to the back of the speaker. So usually these would be on the back of the Paragon right here. And what would be inside are these different items. I'm gonna take the pictures of the back of the stuff first, and you can I'm just gonna go through slowly. That's the, that's the instruction manual basically there, and that's the back side of it. It's a trifold piece. I'll flip it over here in a minute so you can see that. Go there. So this is a very boring video, I'm sure, for somebody that doesn't have one of these. But if you've got one of these and you've never seen this stuff, it's probably pretty interesting. A lot of these things are available online, but there's pieces here that are not available online. I'll show you those in a minute. Just how to assemble a cabinet. There's the wedge pieces. Most people lose. That's how to put the front refractor board in there, which I do them by myself all the time. And that's kind of a diagram of the whole thing. There. And then putting the system in operation. Okay, so here's one of the things you probably don't see. This is actually the warranty card. Never touched. There. That's what a warranty card looks like. And I'll get to this last because this is neat, but this is the finish care. So this tells you about the lacquer finish. And seeing a JBL Paragon in lacquer is pretty rare. Not really the most popular stuff, but basically tells you don't need to do anything to it. But the oil finishes, this is what your maintenance is on them there. And you know, I can argue 20 different ways to do it, but that's probably a good way. So nothing wrong with that. And this part here is available online. This is kind of the brochure with all the different parts that most people, if they have a Paragon, have probably seen. And I'll flip it over here in a second. Tells you all about it. I'll go down slow in case somebody's never seen it. They can read it off of this. It's a nice set-up picture of it there. Some weirdo statue on it. Can't quite tell. Don't think I'd have that on mine. A little too tall to tip over. So anyway, if you learned anything from reading that off of this, that's great. I appreciate you watching it. If it's boring you, I'm sorry. But back to that. Those are the components of the Paragon and several other JBL systems too that use the 375 and the 075 and the LE15s. But the Paragon horn is specific to that. The driver's not. So the crossover's there. And of course, some of the Paragons could have had the option of the amp inside of it, which these are, you know, they're actually collectible now and worth some money, but they're not very good amps at all. You know, they're gonna end up putting an amp in a Paragon like this. It should have been bi-amp to begin with. They didn't even do that. So now here's the neat one. So this is an actual 10/6/1966 shipping invoice, shipping order for a JBL Paragon. This particular one sold to, I guess this is the dealer here, and this is the original owner that I was able to obtain this from. And so I guess he bought it from that dealer. And it tells you a little bit about it there. And here's the big one. You can read it there. It's the price. And there it's kind of coming through. $2,250 is what a Paragon cost. 10/6/1966, and I'm not sure he got a good deal or a smoking deal or an average deal at that time. I really don't know. I know in the 80s these things were in the $7,000 to $8,000 price range on a fairly good deal at that time, brand new. So that makes sense. But there you go. It's kind of a weighing in at 694 pounds according to this, which I think it's actually a little more than that, but I guess they probably had it right. 694 pounds. Usually when we crate them, they get it close to 1,000 pounds. So I don't know how it was shipped. So it's kind of neat. That's the first intact entire packing that I've had for, I don't even know how many Paragons I've had over the years, 50 of these things that I bought, sold, and refurbed, rehabbed, repurposed, and found new homes for. And so I currently have 4 of them in my collection. 2 of them are always for sale, but this is neat. So anyway, that's kind of the whole Paragon package that you would get. And if you found one of these things from the original owner or used and it had all this information, consider yourself lucky, because I've had these still attached to it with nothing in them. I've had these partially attached to them, ripped apart with everything missing, of course. I've had these not attached to them anymore with some of the items, kept in a drawer or something like that maybe, but usually not a complete package like that. So that's a JBL Paragon paraphernalia that came with it right there. Thanks for watching.